Okay, here's something crazy about my soul regression. If you know what that is, stay. This is a really good story. But if you don't know what this is, then move along. So, I had a soul regression and I became this Mayan girl. It was a really young Mayan girl, and I was by the pyramid, some sort of pyramid in the Central American jungle. It was a Mayan pyramid for sure. And I remember all my friends being scared to go up because there was like this really big energy that was emanating from the top. But I was like, whatever, I'll do it. Someone has to go talk to them. So I went up this pyramid and I was climbing it, and I have this memory of doing it. And then I get to the top, and on the top there were three three star beings, and I was scared. I remember being scared, but I was like, again, if no one else does it, then it has to be me. So I had heard stories about star beings at this point. Like the Mayan and Native American peoples had heard stories of these beings, but we hadn't seen them in a long time. So for me, there were stories, but they were expecting me. I kind of got overwhelmed, and I couldn't really like communicate to them, but they told me sit down and meditate, elevate your frequency. Because I guess I got scared and I wanted to talk to them, but I couldn't really understand them because these higher dimensional beings, you have to be in a higher frequency to be able to communicate with them and be able to understand them. Um, so I sat down, I had this conversation with them, and they were showing me the stars. They were using like bones and leaves and twigs to show me the stars and how they would be. They said we would come again. This is crazy. So, this is one of my oracle predictions. We will come again when the eagle is back in the sky. So, that for me means that we'll probably have like a UFO sighting sometime in June, July, when the constellation Aquila is in the sky. Take it or leave it. That's just what they said. I don't know if it's going to be this year. I'm hoping it is, though. This year or next year. Okay, so I was there. This Mayan girl, they said, will come back when the eagle is in the sky. So, okay, cool. And then fast forward to a couple years later, I was this Mayan shaman medicine woman. I was very old at this point, and the colonial settlers, like the Colon and all of the Spaniards, were coming into my city, and they were destroying the Mayan like tents. They weren't tents. They were like markets, and they were just coming in with their horses, and I was just like, oh my God, what's happening? This is crazy. And I had three students. And I told them, take all of our knowledge, the knowledge of our people, our songs, our knowledge of the food, of medicine plants. Take the knowledge and run, because we didn't have books at this time. We didn't write anything down. Everything was passed down from person to person, from elder to elder to the community. We were a very close and tight-knit community. And then I remember seeing them and just being like, take it, go, run. And then this is where that lifetime ended. And she comes to me a lot, actually. She comes to me. It's this beautiful Latina, well, not Latina, native to the Americas, this indigenous woman. She's a shaman, and she's the shaman that has been teaching me how to do things here in this lifetime. But the most beautiful part, the reason why I'm talking about this story, is because today I learned about the Chorti people of Honduras, where I am from, where I was born. I was born in this country that has the remnants of the Mayan population that ran away from the colonialist like people that were coming in. And that just created a full circle moment where I was like, I knew they would survive. And I got full body chills when I realized that they live still in Honduras. They live still in Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador. Crazy. That was like such a big confirmation for me that this isn't fake. Like when you do soul regressions and you tap into your past lifetimes, that's real. Take it or leave it. If you want to go into your Akashic records, into your past lives, then DM me and let's do it. I would love to learn more about your history because your history is my history. Much love.